I'm the Markman, and today we're going to unbox and review McFarlane figures, DC Multiverse Mr. Freeze, and DC Direct Captain Cold. And the reason why I'm wearing this is because of them, but they're not here. Oh, I know where they are. Just give me a second, okay? Sorry, I forget they're having their assembly. Get it? Assembly. And they're having an intervention about Todoroki, My Hero Academia, of also joining the farm manipulators headed by his father, Endeavor, and also Prince Zuko. Since they're about to end, I think we need to start now. So, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Then welcome to the Markverse! Let's start with Mr. Freeze. Originally, he was called Mr. Zero. He is one of those characters that has a teasing real name, Victor Freeze. It's like Oat Octavius becoming Dr. Octopus or Harleen Quinzel becoming Harley Quinn, which means a clown. I do not consider him as pure villain because what he does is just because of his love for her wife Nora. He is finding a cure for her, though of course the means are bad. The most obvious part of his head is his helmet. As you know, his body temperature should always be kept below zero, and that is why he's wearing this cryogenic suit, including, of course, the glass helmet. There is an oxygen tank that is attached to his suit that supplies his oxygen. It is also nice that his helmet is removable, but I just hope they made this clearer in order to appreciate the face of Freeze. Because if we look closer, he has a great face sculpt. It looks realistic. And he has nice eyeglass as well. But if we put the helmet back, his face becomes blurry. For his arms, the shoulder pads of the initial figures of McFarlane are not bendable like this one. So before, there's an issue with their shoulder articulation. So I'm happy that they continued making this bendable. Now for his fingers, as you can see, he has this trigger finger here. For his suit, I am disappointed in this finishing. It looks plasticky. Honestly, when I learned McFarlane is doing the figure, I was quite excited. But when I purchased him, my first reaction was, oh, the paints are below par. Again, this is the tank. I saw earlier that there is a dent here, though I'm not sure at first if this is part of the design. But when I saw another dent below, now I know these are really intentional. I like the body sculpt, but again, it is really the finishing that makes this look plasticky. Let's remove the helmet first to check the articulation. For the head, down, up, side to side. I never expect his head has good articulation knowing you will put the helmet back. For the arms, we have lateral raise. Again, no issue here because of the movable pads. Then forward, back. Let's check the bicep. So we have bicep swivel. double jointed elbow. Let's fix him first so that we can check the articulation properly. For the wrist, we have full motion. And that diaphragm, very good diaphragm movement. We also have waist movement. For the legs, sideways, then forward, back. Okay, good. No thigh swivel because of this squeeze or the thigh part of the armor. Double jointed knee. We have full motion on his ankle. And has toe movement as well. Now for Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, the leader of the Rogues Gallery, and like Mr. Freeze, I don't consider him as evil because he has his code not to harm women and children and not to kill anyone. I expect more from a 7-inch DC Direct figure because it's more expensive, and by looking at this, it's good. The paint, the color shading, and the sculpt, this is a solid figure. This is not a costume design of Captain Cold, which we are accustomed to, but if I'm going to choose, I like it when his face is visible. Nice winter gloves. He has a scarf, which is movable. His cape is nice as well. It has rough texture like the other parts of his costume. Though I'm not sure what's the purpose of this pendant, but it gives more aesthetics to its costume, especially it is colored blue. And like I said, the color combination and shading of his costume is good. The blue gray, royal blue, and the turquoise blue is good. We have a fast snap belt. Nice sculpting. And I think these are cartridges for his skull gun. He has this metal knee pad. I also like this snow or winter boots. And I guess these are plates as well. Now for the articulation, down, up, and sideways. Good head articulation. Then for the arms, we have lateral raise, forward, back. We have bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, and full wrist motion. For the diaphragm, we can move the diaphragm sideways, but only little movement forward. But for the waist, it has articulation. For the legs, sideways, forward, back, no thigh swivel, double jointed knee, full motion on his ankle. This is quite tight. And a little toe movement as well. So it's tight. This is better than having a loose articulation or loose joints. Then the accessory of Mr. Freeze, the freeze gun. We have the freeze blast effect. Nothing special about this gun except the effect. For Captain Cold, the cold gun. Mr. Freeze, freeze gun, Captain Cold, cold gun. I'm sure I won't mix up the two guns. This is the first time I saw this kind of cold gun, and usually it really looks like a gun, and this doesn't look like one. We can open this more and insert Captain Cold's hands here. And we can close it back. Both have their base and the card. So this is the front. And back. Captain Cold also has a comic as well. For the measurement, Mr. Freeze stands 7.5 inches, while Captain Cold is 7 inches. Then the comparison, putting Mr. Freeze and Captain Cold side by side. Then the arch nemesis, Batman Arkham City, and the Flash from Injustice video game. Let's also call the other Batman villains, Joker, Penguin, and Ra's al Ghul. And I also have a 5.5 figure of Mr. Freeze. Then the Flash villains, Reverse Flash, Gorilla Grodd, and Godspeed. So that's the comparison. Like I said, I am disappointed with Mr. Freeze because it looks plasticky and McFarlane definitely can do better. While for Captain Cold, it's good for me, but I hope they can create the usual costume design in the cartoon soon where his face is visible. For the articulation, I do not have any issue. While for the accessories, it's just fine. So if you enjoyed the video, click the thumbs up button, please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to push that notification button since I publish new videos every week. Again, I am the Markman. Thank you for visiting the Markverse, and always remember to pay it forward with kindness.